Hey, this is Thersa Matsuura, and you're listening to Uncanny Japan. Have you ever heard of a game called Kitsune no Koban, or The Fox's Coins? Let's talk about that today. Would you like to explore the stranger, more obscure corners of Japanese culture? Dig a little deeper into superstitions, curious customs, and all those mysterious creatures that inhabit the land? If so, then this is the podcast for you. Uncanny Japan is where I, author Thersa Matsuura, share all the fascinating tidbits I unearth while doing research for my writing. From the bizarre to the ghastly, and everything in between. I hope you enjoy the show. Hi there. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm hanging in there. Things are afoot, and I mean that in a good way. I'm busy though. I can honestly say I've never been so writerly busy, ever. I'm pretty much researching, taking notes, writing, and rewriting from the time I wake up until I go to bed, all week long. If I wake up at 3 a.m., I edit on my phone. There are walks and doing laundry and showers in there, so don't worry. Until I can tell you the exciting news, I'm going to have to remain mysterious, though. Also, for the next couple episodes, I'm going to do whatever I can manage so I don't lose my mind. So let's return to the days of yore when the episodes were a little shorter. Fox money. What is it and what does it do? So fox money, called Kitsune no Koban in Japanese, a koban, by the way, is an oval gold coin used in the Edo era. You've probably seen one many times. Meowth from Pokémon has one right in the middle of its forehead. If you've ever seen a statue or an image of a maneki neko, the beckoning cat, it's holding one too. Speaking of cats, why cats in both of the above instances? Well, there's an old saying, neko ni koban, which is something like casting pearls before a swine. Although buta ni shinju is literally casting pearls before swine. So next time you give something really nice to somebody and they don't totally appreciate it, you can softly mumble to yourself that was neko ni koban. What use do cats have for money anyway? Speaking of money, back to fox money. So Kitsune no Koban was an old children's game, and it starts with a very special tree in Japan called Haze no Ki, which is translated as the Japanese wax tree. It might be related to a sumac. Images of it look a little different though. This Haze tree is kind of incredible. It turns brilliant red in the fall, making it thoroughly enjoyable during the koyo season, that autumn foliage viewing time. Like ohanami, but in the fall. Also, the flowers are sweet and attract bees, and they make a delicious honey, evidently. The wood of the tree can be used for dyeing or making bows for your arrows. But today, let's talk about the seeds. After those breathtaking autumn colors come the bunches of seeds. The seeds are really hard and they have a waxy outer part, but that's delicious to birds, it seems, because birds eat them all up and fly away. They digest the first waxy layer of seed, and then eventually they deposit the inside part of the seed whenever and wherever they feel the urge. Those seeds can sprout, or you have to imagine little children playing in old Japan and coming across a nice scattered handful of these seeds. And they've been all cleaned up by a good rainfall too, by the way. Not freshly evacuated. That would be gross. Without that hard, waxy shell, they're tiny, light brown, almost golden colored, and oval-shaped. They look like miniature Koban coins. Children, being the magical thinkers that they are, immediately think, we just found some fox money. although depending on the area of Japan, it's been called karasu no koban, crow's money, neko no koban, cat's money, or nezumi no koban, mouse's money. And the game is simple. If you can collect 100 fox coins, or crow coins, or cat coins, or mouse coins, you get a wish. And that's it. Remember I told you the seeds had a hard, waxy outer layer? Well, that was the valuable part for adults. They'd have to harvest the seeds before the birds came in, mind you, but it was melted off and it was used to make all kinds of good stuff like shaving oil, the waxy stuff sumo wrestlers put in their hair, and Japanese candles. Let's talk about Japanese candles for a minute. They're called wa rosoku. Wa refers to Japan and rosoku means candle. The shape is interesting too. It's called ikarigata, or shaped like an anchor. But this probably isn't the anchor you're thinking about. They're long, but wider at the top, thin in the middle, and then a little bit flared at the bottom. They have a very distinctive earthy scent and have a larger and brighter flame than Western candles, due to the wick being quite thick and made of rolled washi paper. They also don't have any soot or dripping. This no soot is important because they were traditionally used in Buddhist temples where there's a lot of gold and gold leaf on the altars, so the wa rosoku wouldn't damage or discolor anything. These days, finding a 100% haze no ki candle will set you back a pretty penny, or koban, ha. Seriously though, we're talking hundreds of dollars for a small set. It's cheaper and easier to use soy wax or rice bran wax. The shape of the candle is the same though, and you can get some incredibly beautiful ones with designs painted on them. Okay, I need to get back to reading and writing. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you for listening. Thank you, patrons, for your help with my secret project. I'm going to message everyone who helped out and make sure I have your name right, so I can give you proper thanks in a different way. Ooh, mysterious. Anyway, I'll talk to you all again real soon. Thank you. Bye-bye. You've reached the end of the show, and I just want you to know how much we appreciate you listening and supporting us. Any subscribing, reviewing, and gushing to your friends, family, even random strangers really does help keep us going. If you have the means and you want to help a little more and get a little more, we are making extra content over on Patreon, all for only $5 a month. Or if you like to read horror, you might be interested in my Bram Stoker-nominated short story collection, The Carp-Faced Boy and Other Tales. 本当にありがとうございます. Thank you again, and I'll talk to you real soon.